everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Carla. I'm the artist behind Ari DeBryn Art. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the process of me creating my newest painting entitled In the Moment. So right here you'll see me scribbled some charcoal on the back of my reference photo that I created in GIMP using photos from a royalty-free website called Unsplash. And I'm transferring the picture onto the canvas here. And I just, like I said, I scribble some charcoal on the back, and then as I'm pressing down using the pen, going over all the outlines, it transfers all that information onto the canvas. So I'm currently painting the underpainting for this painting. How many times can you say painting, right? Yeah, so I'm doing a technique called a grisaille layer, and it's pretty much just tones of black and white and kind of a gray over everything, just to kind of establish my darks and my lights in the initial painting, and then I'll go over it with color. So what is this painting about, you may be wondering? Well, every month I try to do an event, whether it's an art show or I just go vend at a market, anything to kind of put myself out there, me and my art out there. So for January, I was doing a show called Pancakes and Booze, which if you watch my vlog, I did not get a chance to attend because I got sick. And so, but anyway, I wanted to do something that was kind of January themed. So I just started doing some research on where the name January came from, what are things that are associated with January, other than the obvious like winter and snowfall, New Year's, and all that type of stuff. So I learned that we get the name January from I think it's a Roman god whose name was Janus. And this particular god had two heads, one that looked back at the past and the other that looked at the future. He was called the god of doorways. So I was thinking, like, how can I apply this to me? Like, how do I make a painting out of this? I mean, it sounds like a cool painting, like I do a two-headed woman, because all of my paintings are women themed. But I wanted it to be more than that. And I just started to really think about it and how it related to me in my life. So I started thinking about how I have trouble with letting go of things in the past. I'm always, thinking about, oh, I should have did this differently. I could have said this during this conversation. Just always kind of living with a little bit of regret with the decisions I've made in life. And then I'm also always planning for the future and just trying to be overly prepared for any type of situation that could happen. And I'm sure you can imagine that this would be a really stressful situation or mindset to have, and it really is. And I'm trying not to be that type of person anymore. So that's where the third head comes from in this painting. The woman in the middle is the one that's living her life freely and enjoying it for what it is. Living in the present time, living in the moment, stopping to take the time to appreciate the little things, like smelling a gorgeous bouquet of flowers. And in the end, that's the woman I want to be. I want to be someone that is not overly concerned with the future or overly concerned about the past, but just more concerned about what's going on right now, enjoying my life for what it is right now. So here you see that I've added the color, or started adding the color here. I'm also working on the flowers, and we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I wanted this to be, so if you guys saw my last speed paint video, I did a whole like blue monochromatic painting, and that's something I really want to start doing more often. I really enjoy just being able to focus on kind of one color theme and just working off of the different hues within that color. So this one I chose the color red because the color of the month, or the color of January that represents January, apparently is the color garnet, which is like this really dark red. So that's what I did here. I'm doing a whole red background. They're going to be all the main color of the painting is going to be red, so they're going to be red, but still going to look like a realistic person. They're not going to look like aliens or nothing at the end. So the flowers were so hard to paint. So I've never really painted flowers. Maybe I think I painted flowers one other time, and it wasn't all. They weren't all that good. I wanted to do a better job at painting flowers and not make them look so basic. So that's what I was trying out here, is to do just a little bit more of a, I guess more of established technique. But yeah, flowers are hard as heck, and I learned that during this painting. And other artists who I was trying to get tips from online were like, yeah, flowers are hard. You're gonna have to paint flowers like a bunch of times in order to really get good at them. And yes, I understand that. So these flowers, I probably went over these flowers like 3 or 4 times at least, until I came to a point where I was just like, look, this is as good as it's gonna get with my skill set, so we're just gonna be happy with this. But yeah, as you can see right here, they don't look good. You can't really even make out what they are supposed to be for real. And I wound up going over them again later on. I think it shows it in this video too, but I had such a hard time with these flowers. It's kind of ridiculous. If you take a close look, right, I'm going over the second rendition of these flowers and adding the third rendition of them. And I go over this batch too. Like, I didn't like the way they turned out. I swear most of my time on this painting was spent painting and repainting these flowers. So here is the finished look. You see the change in the flowers. This painting is available in my online shop, so if you are interested in adopting this painting for your home, please head on over there, check it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.